but I'm real nigga. I wanna tell the world about you just so they can get jealous. And if you see her before I do, tell her I wish that I never.
Hey, Smelly fam, what's poppin'? Yeah, that's your name, Smelly fam. Like it or not. Nah, I'm playing. But, anyways, so today's video is titled "How to Know He/She Isn't For You." Let him go. Let him go. On my computer, by the way. But yeah, hey guys, welcome back. I wanted to make another video sooner because I wanted to do 2 a week at least. However, your girl's teachers have been beating her up with homework on quarantine. I don't get it. Like, chill out. I hope my teachers see this. Relax. You're doing too much. Okay, I'm talking too much. Anyways, straight into it. Whoever needed to hear this, it's for you, honey. Boy or girl. This goes both ways. Alright. So, first things first. This music's too loud. That's first things first. Anyways, so you gotta know. I'm doing it again. I stay clapping. I don't know why I stay clapping. Sorry, guys. Anyways, you gotta know how to red flag people. Whoever you're talking to, you gotta know how to red flag them. You have to know your worth. It's important to know your worth, because if you don't know your worth, then it's gonna be a lot harder to red flag somebody. So knowing your worth, or it will never feel like anybody is for you. Like, you'll red flag people just out of insecurity. If you don't love yourself fully, you won't be able to fully feel loved by somebody else, because there's always gonna be that little bit of insecurity. I'm not saying you can't love yourself and be insecure, because that is possible, but there's always gonna be that little bit that throws you off, you know. So you gotta know how to love yourself. Insecurities and jealousy comes from not loving yourself. Most of the time it does come from not loving yourself. Other times it may come from other places. However, okay, everything must go both ways for it to work. You can't just blame yourself, and you cannot just point the finger at the other person. For me, gotta be both of y'all, or it's just it doesn't have to be both of y'all. It could just be you, or it could just be the other person. But you gotta know how to, you know, admit your own mistakes. So now let's get into it. I'm gonna leave. One, trust. It is very important to have trust in a relationship. Whether you're in the talking stage or you're in the serious stage, you have to know that you can trust this person. Even if you don't trust them off rip, because you can't just trust anybody off rip. People gotta, you know, gain your trust. However, if they don't look like they can potentially get there, red flag. If someone lies while you're talking to them, even if it's a small lie, it says a lot about them. Take it as a red flag, okay? Straight like that. 2, compatibility. No, I'm not talking about zodiac signs, although if you believe in that, you could use that too. However, I am talking about how you get along with your significant other, and what's the vibe. Like, what's the vibes? Like, what's the vibes y'all sharing together? Is it genuine? Does it feel forced? You should know. And are you comfortable with them, or are you learning to get comfortable? Do you see yourself getting comfortable with them? And I mean that in, like, emotionally, talking to them, you know, all of that. Number 3, boundaries and respect. Okay, so If they're overstepping, they don't respect you. That is a red flag, honey. Red flag. You shouldn't have to repeat yourself multiple times. Oh, hey, love, I don't like when you do this. Okay, I'm sorry, it won't happen again. And then it happens again. Why are you repeating yourself? You don't have to repeat yourself. You shouldn't have to repeat yourself. Someone who respects you and knows their boundaries will stop when they need to stop. You have to know how to put your foot down. That's one. So that's how I'm talking about do's and don'ts, and I'm also talking about red flags, how to know they're not for you. So that's that. Pressuring you to do something you're not comfortable doing or you don't want to do. Red flag. 4, communication. So if there is a miscommunication of any sort, both sides of the relationship should maturely handle the situation and discuss how it could be avoided in the future. Right? If the significant other does not want to comply, that is a red flag. Period. Just like that. You trying to sit down and talk something out with your significant other, and they're like, no, there's nothing to talk about. Red flag. You're bugging. Do not get me wrong. I had to put this out there. Don't get me wrong, because some people aren't used to relationships or talking things out. So we're all brought up very differently. We all came from different places. We all came from different families, you know. So you can't expect everybody to understand you. You can't expect everybody to react the same way, to treat you like shit like that. Like, sometimes it is okay to work with someone to make them, help them better themselves. That should be, it should be a goal in a relationship, to help better the other person just as they should help better you. But make sure they know their boundaries. Don't let them get too comfortable. They're gonna get too comfortable if you let a lot of things slide. It's not valid. 5, where do you stand to them? Have you asked yourself that? Where do you stand to the person you're talking to or you with? Where do you stand to them? Are you doing too much? Are you trying more than they're trying? Are you putting in more work? More effort? Are they neglecting you? Are they selfish? Are they worried about the wrong things? Honey, because that goes both ways. Some of these girls be gold diggers, and some of these guys just don't know how to keep it in their pants. Throwing shade. Next. If so, that is a red flag. So yeah, those are the few things that I felt I had knowledge on, and that if so, they're red flags. That's all for this video, to keep it a buck with you. But before I leave, why am I doing, what's good with me? Before I leave, I want to leave advice with you guys. Billy. So don't try to make someone something they're not. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your energy. Don't do it. They not acting right. Bye. Bye. Like, cause it's not worth it. Like, that's the problem with certain generations. Like, the new generations is like, you know, you feel like you have to settle when you don't have to settle for the first thing that walks through the door. You feel me? Like, you don't have to say, oh, cause that person called me pretty, that person makes me feel pretty, that person makes me feel loved. At the end of the day, no, don't settle for them just because they could do that, because there's somebody out there that could do a lot better. But just because you're paying attention to the small things, the things that you see in front of you, the physical things, that get in the way. Just because you're paying attention to the wrong things, you may end up with the wrong person. I'm not saying you're gonna find the right person right away. I'm not saying don't talk to anybody. I'm not saying don't give anybody a chance. I'm saying be careful. I'm saying don't settle for the first person that walks through the door, because there's a lot of fishes in the sea. And if you know your worth, you know you deserve a shark, boy, not a Nemo. Awkward. Okay, so just know your worth. What's yours will always be yours. So yes, you could be jealous, you could stress. It's okay. It's normal. Who's not like that? About someone you care about and love? Who's not like that? There's nobody that's 100% like okay. Like, no, jealousy happens, you know. So, but just know that whatever is yours will always be yours. So, you know, rest assured on your person going out by themselves. Do not suffocate them. It's normal to be a little jealous and insecure as both a female and a male. However, how you handle that is very important. Work on yourself first, because knowing and understanding your true worth is very important. Because once you do, nothing can stop you. Once you know your worth, nobody telling you nothing. And that's on period. Nobody's telling you nothing. You know your worth? Forget about it. Keep in mind that a lot happens for you and not to you. So sometimes you all need a lesson here and there. So someone might have broken your heart, and that may have happened just so you learn a lesson for the future. That may have happened for you and not to you. You understand what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. And of course, I want to end the video off with a quote. Why my arm look like that? Look, anyway. So I'm gonna end it up with a quote. And the quote that I picked obviously relates to the topic. In the end, there doesn't have to be anybody who understands you. There just has to be somebody who wants to. And that was by Robert Brault. Period, Robert. Yes, Rob. Talk your beep. That is all for today's video. I hope to post up soon. I make things a little serious for this one, because sometimes it has to be heard. Then a lot of people don't hear it enough, straight like that. So if it has to be heard, it has to be heard. Like, comment, subscribe, and that's on period. Okay, I hope to see y'all soon. Anyways, yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, and you feel me, just give me some feedback. I really need to know what else y'all want to see on this channel, because y'all not helping me out. Like, I can't, like, really, bro, really, you serious? Share this video too, please share, because support is free. It takes 2 seconds for you to send this link to a friend that needs to hear it, like, for real. So I hope to catch y'all later. Please show some love. That's what's up. Let me know if y'all comment. Let me know what y'all want to see. Follow my Instagram. Add me on Snap. Y'all know, shut for me. Anyways, that is it for today, and I'm out.
I wanna tell the world about you just so they can get jealous. And if you see them fall, I do tell her I wish that I never